Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is Monday. I'm running late, but I'm here. Sorry about that. Hey, Toom, how's it going? Hell, you're awake. Let me see. I'm awake. Believe it or not, I've been awake for a while, but yeah. Sorry, man. There's been so much things been going on. I'm running around trying to get things ready. I almost forgot about the live stream, but I gotta at least stick to it. 5:30 a.m. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a little early. Man, so it's good to see you, though. It's been a while, man. Good to see you are alive and well. I've been working on some modded pages. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. Hopefully you can. Let me know if it's a little too loud or if it's not loud enough. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that, Toom. Hey, Jeff Potts. Yeah, sorry, Toom. I will get to you on that, the pricing. I've been out of house for a little bit. Been doing some house sitting for some in-laws. Yeah, you know what? You just gotta move to the good old US of A, man. Get out of Dodge. I don't know if you're in the area. Was it because I know that different. There's two, I guess, main cities that are really draconian with their lockdowns and what's so forth. I know the Australians are starting to, fight back against what's going on. But I guess it's just mainly in those big cities. What's going on? So yeah, I got to finish these pages for Tungsten. If you watch this, Tungsten. Oh, you live in Melbourne. Okay, yeah, that's one of the cities I was talking about. Sorry about that, man. Is it what's the other one? Queensland? Is that the one that's really strict for lockdown time? All right, she said. I seen them like running people down with horses. They ran a woman down with horses. The police. It's crazy. I have another friend who has a sister who lives over there in Australia. I can't remember if she's in Melbourne or what. Yeah, that's not good, man. I know you probably heard what they're trying to do over here. And the trick is, you get everybody fearful enough that they'll get on board. get on board with anything. It's like a drowning victim. Just keep me safe. You should watch that video with George Carlin talking about how everybody is like obsessed with germs now. And this is back before he passed away. He died like I don't know how many years ago now, but he's talking about how everybody was just afraid of germs and been brainwashed to be afraid of, you know. It's when we don't get afraid of germs, but he's like, they try to get us to believe too our immune systems are so weak that we're just fragile beings that drop dead. That first sign of a viral outbreak. But I don't know. Well, I do know, but I don't want to get too much into it. I know people get sick of hearing it. It's just that we hear it every single day, everywhere we go. And I'm tired of it too. But I'm standing against it. I mean, I work at home, so I don't have to put up with it with a lot of people. Like, so for me, it's kind of like it's not out of mind, but it's not as pressing. Except I do watch different things that kind of keep informed of what's going on, keep abreast of what's going on in the rest of the world. You know. And like I said, let me know if this music is too loud. I'll adjust the volume. Right now, these are the modded pages I'm working on. I just gotta finish up making this one. I'll be done with this one. I'm gonna do some drop shadows probably too. But yeah. Yeah, man, that 2 Met is crazy, man. I mean, that's no exaggeration. You're seeing, man. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm starting to really realize the kind of look I'm going for here. I'm just like really starting to hone it more. But I got to get a move on these pages, so I have more pages. I'm going to be finishing up a bunch this week. I need them to send them out to Tungsten. And yeah, I had some questions that was slowing me down on the for Tungsten, but he designed an outfit for the champion, but it's more of a really intricate, detailed design. So for costumes, so I was wondering if I should save it for like the end battle, end scene, instead of having this show up too early. So I figured I'd kind of do like an in between outfit he wears. It's kind of a little bit reminiscent of what he's going to be wearing, or what I designed earlier. Yeah, the champions. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. For that final battle, give them the more prestigious type of armor, and then like for his in between battles, like this one, I want to make an appearance where he looks a little bit more alien. His outfit, instead of giving him like a normal, like look like if he has like Secret Service kind of like a detail around him. I thought it'd be kind of funny to give them, the sunglasses or the suits, even though they're aliens. Kind of something that gives you the idea of what their job entails. So they're kind of like Secret Service protection security for the champion, and they got the paparazzi or the people surrounding them at Toys R Us. But I want definitely want them to look alien with, but I don't want to give away that alien outfit yet because it's gonna be a fun looking one. But I'm gonna do something a little bit reminiscent of my earlier design. It's been so long ago that I designed it. That's probably why I'm using that term. So how you guys been doing this weekend? You guys have a great week. I had a busy week, but it was a good one. A lot of run around, think for business. And I did some. I'm doing traditional art like this. I like doing that the most, but I started doing some digital pieces to kind of practice my digital work. And not too. He hasn't. We didn't talk about Turks yet. Still thinking about that. Probably should start talking about it though. And I'm getting closer to completion. See, that's the big concern. It's understandable too. Is they want to make sure that this book is not behind, like in delivery. They want to make sure that everybody gets their book on time, and definitely important when you're doing crowdfunding Kickstarters. And so they want to get the art, at least the line art, done before they start launching it. And I gotta move on so we can get this book done, the line art done, so we can launch it. So I really gotta start digging in and start busting the groove. I know I said that before, but this is like dire overtime, do or die. I gotta get it done. Fortunately, it seems like I kind of put myself in those situations, and that's not desirable for me, but sometimes I end up putting up my best foot when I'm like rushing as fast as I can because I want it to always look good. And I think sometimes working faster, I don't second guess my decisions, so it goes a little quicker. And I think it looks better. But yeah, definitely I'm turning up the juice, hitting the gas. You can't hesitate. Was that Sean Connery line from Untouchables? Bush not hesitate. That holds true for comic books too. That's for sure. Hey, Christina Lynn, how's it going? See Jeff Potts. A skunk was marking your house. Oh man, and the dog had explosive diarrhea last. Man, it must smell like a rose garden at your place now. See, would you say, Toon? The longer you take, the more things I can back. Good, Christina. Yeah, I'm doing good. I was house sitting. I think you guys saw that little dog. As sweet as dog. She was a stinker though, because the last day before I left, she got a hold of my pencil pouch, and amazingly enough, she didn't chew it, but she unzipped it and she took out one of my G2 pens and like chewed the cap and this up. So I threw it out. This is a new one, but she left alone. She left this alone, which is an expensive pen I got for a gift that goes with the pouch, and she left this, which is my pencil, the Japanese pencil from Little Tokyo. So I couldn't be mad at her. She was smashed. She was like, you can tell she felt really bad when she walked in, and I was like, "What did you do?" But I'm like, "Hey, you know what? I didn't even know I left it out. They warned me not to leave it out, any pencils or anything like that out." And but I guess all I say, I was happy she didn't chew my case. I was impressed actually, so couldn't be mad. And plus, these pens aren't too bad. I have a bunch of them, so not too expensive. Yeah, sometimes I have to do that too. I can refresh the chat. So, but yeah, Christina, like just trying to get these pages done, and feel a little bad for falling behind on it. But once you can't lose momentum. That's the thing, is you got to keep pushing and keep that momentum going. I kind of let it go because I was thinking, hey, I got to get to think about what kind of suit costume to give the lead, because I have, like I said, another one that I designed, and I was thinking of saving that for the final battle scene. So, but I was thinking, what should I do? What should I do? And I go, you know what, just do it. I can alter it later if I have to. So I'm just going to give him something that looks close to a design we agreed upon for the main costume outfit he has, but it's still different enough. But I want to give him that alien look, so I got to think of something. I mean, all his other cohorts, like the ambassadors, wearing like a more of a Earth type of business suit. He's got the Secret Service guys, so I figure I'll give him since he's an alien champion, give him the alien suit. Oh, incoming call. Hello. Hey. No, not yet. Why? You can bring it if you want to eat here. Okay, thanks. Bye. That was my brother Mikey. He's gonna stop by and bring me some food. He's wondering if I was done streaming and if he wanted to I wanted to go to get the food with him, but I'm like, I'm gonna stay on here for a while longer. I was kind of late with this stream. Sorry about that. Just a lot of things going. But I'll be on the stream for at least a little bit more. It's about 20 minutes right now, so I'm trying to think of how long it'll take before they get here. Probably be on for another 20 minutes, maybe. I want to do an hour, but I might cut it shorter than that. But to make up for it, since I'm gonna be crazy, it's gonna be crazy this week. I'm gonna be doing these pages. I'll probably just put up like a regular stream. But I at least wanted to have this Monday stream, keep it consistent with the Monday live Drawstream. You want food and escape, yeah. I know, man. Man, I can't believe it. You can't leave your home. That's insane. It's like that's martial law, right? You can't leave your home except for what, 100 feet from your home, or 100 yards, or whatever you guys use. That's insane. I remember when they did the lockdown here back in early 2020. I just did everything I normally did. I just left the house, whatever I wanted, went to the store. And it was crazy because it was literally just like my car, maybe one or two other cars on the road. And this is a big city, so it was just like nobody around, and it just was really creepy. But on the plus side, no rush hour traffic. I was surprised people, coincided with, yeah, I'm going to stay home, I'm not going to go anywhere. But it's like I said, that fear of catching the cold, man. And yeah, it's a very real virus, but it's also very real, the hype for it. But that fear is enough, man. You get people fear of the unknown. They say, well, you know what? I don't really believe that it's that bad, but just in case, there's always that just in case fear where it's just a little bit that keeps you in check. You know what I mean? And that little bit of doubt that kind of keeps you in check. And it's funny. Here we are, a country, a nation of people who like take risks, starting businesses, jumping out of airplanes with a piece of fabric to stop us, right, for fun. Yet, that's even more of a chance of dying, jumping out of an airplane thousands of feet in the air, but trusting a backpack with a sheet in it to stop you from hitting the ground at, what is that, 300 miles an hour, wherever you're going. I don't skydive, by the way. I don't believe the risk is worth it. But I believe the risk of going to the store, not wearing my mask, is worth it to me. Just doing everyday normal things is worth it, the risk. Getting in my car and driving is worth the risk of driving. There's a lot of automobile fatalities and everything on the road, right? People still drive. And I've been in some accidents and some really bad ones too, but I still drive. It wasn't easy because I'm in one accident I was in. It was so bad. I was just like really, and I was like, well, I don't know what the term would be, gun shy or whatever. I was just like, couldn't even go through an intersection where I was driving without, people would drive and I would be in the intersection passing through under the light and kind of get freaked out almost. Because I got almost a head-on collision in the intersection. I was going like 45 miles an hour and boom, just head-on with another guy going the opposite direction at the same speed. Maybe it might be going a little bit slower, but that was like wrecked my car, totaled it. That kind of made me it messed my knee up and made me a little leery of driving through intersections at the speed limit, even if you have I had a green light. And actually my light turned yellow and the guy tried to turn, like a left turn, and then he just pulled right in front of me right when I was like going through the light, and his car went flying right into over the sidewalk into the bushes to a gas station, and his head was all bloody, and my windshield, my whole front end was just gone. And the police that came up to my car was scared to look at me because they thought I was going to be dead or smashed in my car. But it smashed my knee up, but I was Thank God, man. I was, no major injuries, man. But that, I thought, you know what? It's worth the risk of taking a car, driving in a car to go where I need to go. Even though, like, I mean, there is a risk involved in driving. So there's sometimes there's more risk driving with certain drivers. I'm telling you, man. High school, I was in a car with this girl who was driving, and she was so bad at driving. She just got her license. When we got to our destination, I was like almost kissing the ground, and like my armpits, my shirt were just soaked with sweat. I was just like, I thought we were gonna die in her car. That was the worst. I've never been in a car ride that horrendous. Even my accident was bad, but that one, oh man. Hey, Melissa Lester, how's it going? Good to see you. Let's see. As Toomey said, they treat you like crap. Let's see. If you get caught out here. You know what it reminds me of? Toomey, it reminds me of a story I read by, it's by Ray Bradbury, where he talks about this guy, and it's in a dystopian world. He actually walks out of his house against the curfew, goes out of the house and just takes a walk around the block. And everybody's in their houses watching their TV, you know, staying inside because of curfew. And he just is an older guy. He just goes, I just want to walk outside. Nobody's around, just quiet, because everybody listens to the rules. Stay inside your house. Don't leave at this time. Really good short story. He ends up getting pulled over. This police car pulls up, orders him inside the car, and he gets inside. There's no driver. It's just an automated drone car, police car, and drives him away. And here we now live in 2021. We're living where countries like Western countries like Australia, they're doing that right now, forcing people into their homes. It's crazy. I mean, people should be scared, but not of what they say should be scared. They should be scared of that government doing that to people, and people are okay with it. I guess they forgot that movie V for Vendetta, which I know people who love that movie. They love V for Vendetta, but they're totally today. They're totally side with the antagonist, man. They side with the despotic governments, utilizing fear to keep the citizens in check. Right? That speech that V gave about we're allowing them to do what they do to us. Even with those movies, and then, like I said, as friends who love that movie, now they're like die hard. Listen to the government, do what they tell you to do. Because of fear, they don't see the danger in that. Even speaking about it, like the way I'm speaking about it, makes some people nervous, and that's also should be a telltale sign. You should be nervous about speaking your mind about anything. You know? Hey, Andy. Andrew Hayes, how's it going? Good to see you. A lot of people popping in. So if you don't vax, you don't get to enjoy freedoms as they open up. Yeah. That's what something they're trying to say over here now. They're trying to blame the pandemic on people who aren't vaccinated. You know how insane that is? Turning neighbor against neighbor. Leave it to government, right? Turning friend against friend. Even though the vaccines are the thing, that's what causes variants in the virus. Mutates to try to counter that vaccine I mean, that's why they don't have a vaccine for the common cold, man. There's too many variants. It's ridiculous. That's why it's giving me ideas for stories. That's what I'm actually writing some stuff right now. Who knows? Maybe in the future, they try to lock me up for writing stories that go against government narrative. And will people during that time go, "Good, lock him up. He shouldn't be speaking this dangerous to speak, say those things. You're endangering lives by having an opinion." It's crazy, man. I never thought I'd see it in my lifetime. All those dystopian movies, man. People didn't learn a thing from those movies. Not one thing. It's like, I guess it's like one person described it as kind of like a Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome, where you feel like you see what's happening, but you feel powerless, so you just want to side with the captors. You think if I become their friends, it's easier for them to deal with it psychologically, right? Stockholm syndrome. Instead of fighting against it, you go along with it, be their buddies. Like I said, man, what gets me is all these movies, these great movies, and watch, growing up watching, and I'm like, nobody got anything from that. Like, you didn't glean any information from that. You just looked at the special effects and like, that's cool. But what was the message in that movie, man? Dire times, dire times. But I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and I don't make, you know, I don't talk or speak like this on my other social medias because you just get censored and blocked, and it's kind of pointless. I talk to friends and stuff, but I figure they do the same thing on YouTube as well. But I'm not posting anything like that. I'm just making commentary. I don't know how their algorithms work, but in the end, I don't really care. I'm gonna keep speaking my mind. People can like it or not like it. They can turn it off or tune in or agree or disagree. I don't care if people disagree with me. That's cool. I actually like miss hearing people disagree with me because they just kind of stay quiet because people are afraid to say anything. I'm like, I'd rather have discussion. I like discussing things. But to me, that's fun to me. But also, it's like in a free Western society, that's what you do, right? You discuss ideas. That's how you come to conclusions, sensible conclusions. You might have disagreements. You might find some common similarities, but the whole thing is divide and conquer, and they want to keep people at each other's throats. And then guess what? They can't band together and stand against a common threat because they're divided. But I'm probably speaking to the choir right now, so preaching to the choir. Oops, sorry about that. If I'm off camera, I'm trying to keep it on camera here. Hey, Becky. See, Andy says, sorry seems to be the only company making movies. Oh, Sony. So, sorry, I can't really see where I'm sitting. Sony seems to be the only company making movies worth seeing at the theaters this year. You're going to see Venom 2 and Spidey when they come out. I'll see Spider-Man. I don't know about Venom. Never been into Venom. See, Christina, there's a new Disney movie called Encanto that's supposed to come out this fall, but I don't know if it's in the theaters or just streaming. Yeah, I know. It seems like a lot of movies today are doing almost like both. You know, if they're in the theater, they're also streaming. I don't know. It's weird. I can't keep track. Oh, there's. I know. I don't know if you guys have seen that trailer for the new Matrix 4. Like, I'm a big Matrix fan, and I only like the first film though. I've seen the 2 and 3 in the theater, and that was it. That's the only time I've ever seen them. I like the first one. I've seen that one dozens of times. That movie still holds up. The story is so strong. I have a feeling though that the new one, even though I'm interested because I like the characters, I have a feeling they're going to take it a totally different direction. Meaning, like the first one talked about taking the red pill, about waking up to the construct around you and the system that you're the prisoner in. I kind of hope they stick with that. I don't know, in today's climate, political climate, people in Hollywood, they usually tend to side with the ruling powers that be, and then it seems like they're being used as more of a propaganda tool. So I'm kind of leery of that. I hope it's not going to be that way, but it usually is. But I gotta say, I'm still peaked. My interest is peaked. I'm not gonna lie. I like the whole Matrix world setup, but I don't know. I might. I don't know if anyone wants to see it with me in the theater. I know my brother said he wouldn't. Doesn't really. My dad's like, I don't want to see that. My dad loves Matrix, the first movie too, but yeah, we'll see. I'll wait. Maybe I'll get some reviews from people I know. Hey, Pope Fire, welcome. Let's see what this says. If you want to go to the cinema, they'll have to invent a time machine. See, what did I miss? I'm gonna scroll back here a little bit. See, nobody wants to actually talk. Jim says, if you don't believe this vaccine is safe or properly tested, you are automatically a piece of crap. Yeah, that's usually from the people who are afraid. They're scared out of their minds. It's like a drowning victim. They don't care who they're dragging underneath. They're just like trying to grasp for what they think is safety. Geek of the week. Shang-Chi was pretty good, actually. Not woke garbage. That's cool. I didn't know it was. I thought it was a Disney movie for the live stream. I didn't know if it was actually in theaters. But yeah, I haven't really heard too much about it. See, Melissa Lester. I think I've seen art for that movie around. Are you looking forward to it? And I think you're talking about Shang-Chi, right? Cool. Or you're talking about The Matrix. Popefire, cool. Thank you, Popefire. Good to see you too, by the way. Let's see. Oh no, you're talking about Christina Lynn's movie. Okay, the one she mentioned. Yeah, Matrix 4. Like I said, I saw the Terminator remake. I saw the Star Wars, you know, revisions, and they all went the way of the Dodo, man. They all went the way that I thought they would. But yeah, it does not look anywhere near as good as the cinematography and the filming of the actual Matrix films. There's no Western Coming, Apache Junction. Huh. I wonder who's in that one. Yeah, you know what? I had a discussion about that on Drawn and Quartered. A lot of the good people in Drawn and Quartered, my fellow artists, they think my taste is questionable because I like 80s films. And, well, I maintain that 80s films are among the best in cinema history. And that's just a fact, even if I didn't think it was true. But I go, just look at all the films that came out from 1980 to 1989, and you go through each year. And I told him this on the stream. Every month of 1980 to 1989, every month there is at least half a dozen movies that came out that are to this day considered classics. And that's like for 10 years straight every month. So 12 times 10. Well, it's 10, right? No, 9 months. Is it 9? Anyway, hundreds of classics in 10 years span. Today, we're lucky if we get even a quarter of that in 20 years span. But it's funny. Is like I'm not just a fan of 80s films. I love films from the 40s, 30s. I watch black and white, everything, man. I've seen them from 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even the 2000s. I still like movies. So it's not like I only like 80s movies. I like good movies. And 80s is like one of the most influential decades in film. And yeah. And in the 80s, we're influenced by guys from the 50s and the 70s and 60s. You know what I mean? So that's why you see a lot of films in the 80s that have subject matters of the 50s, because a lot of the guys making them were from the 50s era. So they grew up in the 50s. But yeah, I will argue that point with everybody, because whether you like it or not, man, like I said, there's some bad movies in the 80s, of course. I mean, I'm not saying there wasn't. There was. There's way more good movies. Yeah, I do like Disney. I like the old Disney movies. I've been watching some of the old ones on the Disney Channel that I've been kind of like sharing with the in-laws. I watched The Cat from Outer Space was fun. I remember seeing the old Disney movies like that as a kid. See Andrew Hayes. Yeah, Geek of the Week. Yeah, we watched that last Terminator movie. That's man when they shot John Connor. I was like, well, I'll see you later. Just gonna leave the theater after that. Um, but yeah, that was horrible. Let's see. Andrew says, "Did you know that Freddy vs. Jason is responsible for the AVP disaster and the fall of 20th Century Fox?" Really? Wow. Did not know that. You just watched Metropolis. You just watched Metropolis. Okay, cool. You know what? I've never seen that film, but I watched like a breakdown of it. That was really interesting. Of course, I've seen bits and pieces. Andrew says, yeah, Disney movies today. Yeah, Disney in general. Like Becky, she's a big fan of Disney, the classic Disney, and Disneyland. So I went to Disneyland not too long ago, recently with her and the family. I made sure not to say my negative opinions of it because I want everybody to have a good time. So, but I don't have a good opinion of Disney in general. Yeah, old Disney is the best Disney. Hey, Jiminy Cricket, by the way, good to see you too, man. Jiminy. John Connor dies in the first. Yeah, I know, man. Gosh, that was it for me. When they kill off John Connor, like that's it. And then also when they made Arnold Schwarzenegger an interior decorator named Carl, that was the worst. You couldn't even. I mean, if you told people in the future that's what was going to be happening with the new Terminator movie, no one would believe you. No one would believe it at all. See if they should do a retelling, a good retelling, not a stupid frame by frame remake with sound. When am I going to Texas? It's going to be a while. I don't know exactly when. I would like to actually go and go to convention. I know they have a really good anime convention out there, like a big one. I don't know, man. Linda Hamilton is pretty. She's really good shape. You know what I mean? She gets toughened up from all those Terminator near-death experiences. So let's see, what time is it? Okay, I might be wrapping this up soon, just because I have my brother bringing over some food. He's not here yet though, so I might wait a little bit until he walks in, and then you hear all the commotion. I might wrap it up after that, but we might have a few minutes still. But Little Hamilton, yeah, Terminator, man, that was so sad, man. What they did with all these great franchises, man. They purposefully. I know people said, "Oh, they didn't." They purposely, in my opinion, purposely destroyed these characters and the franchises on purpose. And yeah, sure, they're trying to push across like an agenda, their own messaging, social engineering, whatever. But they just didn't give a care. You know what I mean? They knew people. Majority of people do not like what they were doing. That didn't stop them, and they didn't care about losing money. But I think part of it's also trying to get people on board with just being used to like crap, so that if they're used to it, it makes it easier to make sell crap. I mean, if you get people used to the diet of eating crap, then selling crap is just so much more easy, right? But on a lighter, more positive note, there are some films out there that I still watch and see and look forward to, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So I don't denigrate all films today. You know, most, I would say, in my opinion, are pretty bad, but there's some good ones out there. And I would actually suggest checking out some Korean shows and Korean movies on Netflix if you have Netflix. But there's some really good shows, and they're kind of going back to the classic Hollywood storytelling field for a lot of these Korean made films and TV shows. I mean, the characters, you care about them, the stories are really compelling and just throw you off. Oh, here's my food. But here, wait a second. So that's, yeah, I got my food. It's been delivered. I don't know if you can make it out. I don't want to get this. I don't want to get this wet. Yeah, I got Pollo Loco, my large unsweetened iced tea with a dash of stevia. So, but yeah, thanks everybody for stopping by, man. And like I said, I'm probably gonna do some more live streams this week. I know I said it before, but I got to really crack down on these pages to get them done. So I'll be coming out and doing some more this week, probably tomorrow. Wednesday I do Drawn and Quartered, and that's at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and that's on Drawn and Quartered. It's on Blacklist Universe. You can watch that, and me, 7 or 8 other artists, we draw for 2 hours, and you can vote on the winner and vote for whoever you want, whoever finishes or gets closest to finishing, and whoever's piece is more compelling to you. But you feel free to vote for me too. But I'll do that Wednesday, but I'll try to do some live streams before that and after that too in the weekend. So thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good seeing you guys, man. Toon up early in the morning, an Aussie in the morning. Melissa Lester, Andrew Hayes, Geek of the Week, Christina Lynn, Jeff Potts. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and yeah, for hanging out, chatting. It's good to hear from you people. You're doing good, and yeah, I'll get you guys later. I'll talk to you on the next live streams. You have a good Monday, and I'll see you guys later, man. I'm gonna enjoy some chicken. So talk to you guys later. Bye bye.